Victory Monday, y'all. Victory Monday. It is always great to talk about Victory Monday. That's what we're going to do. What's going on, you guys? Brandon here with Philly the podcast. And yeah, just like I said earlier, Victory Monday. Now, we're allowed to be happy once in a while, right? I mean, it is football season. This season hasn't been the best that we've hoped for or anything like that. But when we do get victories, especially in the fashion that we did, we're allowed to be happy. We're allowed to celebrate this victory. Shoot, we could celebrate all week if we want to, at least us fans. I know the players, they had their 24 hours and now they're focused on next week, or this weekend, I should say. But we're allowed to be happy. And there's things to be happy about this weekend. Yes, it was the Lions. And the Lions were 0-7. And maybe I need to be pessimistic more often. Maybe that's the key. Maybe the key to victory is Brandon being pessimistic, because I was like, we're going to lose. We're going to give them the first dub. It's yada, yada, yada. We're going to be in turmoil. But we came out and we showed out this weekend. It was great, y'all. I mean, between looking like a normal offense and on top of that, running the ball. We don't have Miles Sanders, and it is what it is. But the homie Boston Scott was out there. Jordan Howard looked good. I don't know why he's been on the practice squad this whole time. We could have used him throughout the season. Besides fantasy football, it is what it is. I'm more happy my team won than my fantasy options. I mean, unfortunately, Devontae Smith had like 2 points, 2.5 points, and Kenny Gainwell didn't have much either. And I figured, you know what, let me start Kenny Gainwell this week because, hey, maybe they'll run the ball and he'll be the starter. Because, I mean, they used him as RB2 all season. And then all of a sudden, yesterday comes and he was out there at the end of the game when we were up by a lot. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I ain't mad about it. I'll take the sacrifice and take an L in fantasy just to see my team win. And it was beautiful yesterday. I think Jordan Howard needs to stay. He needs to be that RB2. He needs to be used a lot more because, one, maybe it's because he has fresh legs now, but that dude was running with some anger, with some emotion. Like he wanted to show out, and he was hitting dudes and taking on a couple of carries and right up the gut, and I loved it. It was awesome. And I just pictured Jeffrey Lurie sitting on his Eagles throne, drinking some wine, and just like, yo, I was bored. I wanted to see more passes. I was bored. But you know what? I need the Philly media. I need everyone to try to get a message to Jeff that we just want to win. And if running the ball is the way to win, then that's what we got to do. I want to see it more often. I mean, I don't want to harp on the future too much because we do have the Chargers coming up. But I want to see this game plan next weekend. I want to see it throughout. Maybe a couple more passes. Yeah, sure. But that establishing that run game will only help those RPOs. Will only help the play action and pass for a young quarterback like Hurts. Yeah, he threw for either 200 or under 200 yards. But, hey, if that's what it takes to win, I mean, he was using his legs more. And the problem is that, or not even the problem, the thing is that he was using his legs, but he wasn't getting hit a lot, which was awesome to see. And we've seen throughout weeks is that he was using his legs to escape pressures and stuff like that, but he was getting hit a lot. And that's not going to benefit us, especially if we're looking for him to be the future of this team. So, yes. Victory Monday. We got that dub yesterday. Now, leave in the comments what else did you guys like about that? I mean, the offense was great, but the defense was better. I mean, this is a guy in Jared Goff. Like I said, yes, it's the Lions, but Jared Goff did tear us up last year. This dude was throwing to, was it Tyler Higbee, Alex Singleton, Nate Gary? Everyone was getting beat by just the tight end. And Ty Hawkinson, he had a solid game considering, but the linebackers played better yesterday. The defensive line was eating yesterday. It is the Lions. I got to keep saying that, but it's stuff to be happy about. It's good momentum swings because you never know. The games like that could be the catalyst for just improvement, for their ego, for them to be like, okay, we can do this. We can do this. This is what we can do. This is what we're working for. This is what our roots are growing. And Jason Kelsey had his victory speech little thing, like, let's go with these roots. So hopefully they keep going in the right direction. Shout out to Lane Johnson for coming out. I know it's hard to be open like that to the world about mental health and everything like that. Those people that either are watching this or listened to Lane earlier, he said one thing that was right. There's help around the corner, and you can always talk to somebody, talk to someone close to you, family, friends, whoever, and go seek help. I mean, almost everyone has something that they're dealing with, and hey, anxiety hits me at times, and there are times I do need to sit down and talk to either like my wife or someone like that. So just like Lane said, there's help around the corner. Make sure you go talk. So it's good to hear from him, and good to hear that he's doing a little better and everything like that. And then tomorrow is the the trade deadline. Tomorrow is the trade deadline. So we'll see if Howie is going to sell. We're going to see if one of our big players is going to go. Are we going to be buyers? I mean, Howie does like to get some random players, get someone like a Jannard Avery or Golden Tate experience. So who knows? Maybe we'll go after someone. We've been successful before. I think we've been writing on how we got Jay Ajayi. Now he's a genius, and it hasn't really worked out since. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we'll sell. Who knows? I mean, if we're selling someone with a big name, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt no matter what. Even if we think we're tanking this season, we don't want to make the playoffs. I mean, some people are saying, I want to make the playoffs. I want to make the playoffs every year. I don't care if we lose in the first round. The goal is to make it to the off season and make it to the playoffs. So I want to make the playoffs. But for those that maybe want to tank the season and want to just really focus on the draft, there's going to be a big name that might be traded tomorrow. So be prepared for that. But yeah, just wanted to come in, talk about Victory Monday, talk about the homies like Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, Jalen Hurts. They were running like crazy yesterday, and the defense stepped up. This game should have been 44-0 or 41-0, whatever. But it is what it is. We'll let them have one score, you know. But it is what it is. Till next time, fly, Eagles, fly. Peace.
Eagles fans everywhere. This is for you.
Fly, Eagles, fly. On the team, touchdown. Time to get your